She took the lift with anticipation as she climbed closer to the place that held so many memories for her. She didn't let them know that she was coming, so this get-together was totally a surprise for them. When the doors opened, she finally arrived at the home she lived in when she was just starting her career in Singapore. It was a place filled with stories. Excited to capture the moment, she quickly set up her camera, ready to document everything. But of course, in all the excitement, she totally forgot to hit the record button. Oh, no. Classic move, right? Such a bummer. But hey, it happens to the best of us. At least she was fully present in the moment, even if there's no video to prove it.
Hindi, uwi din ako bukas. Binabangon ko nga, guys.
The house itself hadn't changed much since her last visit, bringing back all kinds of memories from her early days. It all took her back to a time when everything was just starting to fall into place for her. The best part of the visit, though, was catching up with the family. These were the people who'd been part of her journey in one way or another, and it was so good to see them all together. And guess what? There was a new little addition to the family. A tiny, adorable bundle of joy. Let's call her Cutty. I mean, Cutie! Why, Mama? Why do you have to misspell it?
Sorry.
Anyway, let's call her Cutie because, well, she's just the cutest thing ever. Her giggles and little smiles were enough to light up the whole room. But the moment she saw this woman, she started crying. Like, wah, wah, crying. Yeah, like that. I used to cry like that. Why did you show your fangs?
Hi there!
Maybe that's why she started crying.
Sobrang ganda! Maniniwala ka talagang may Jesus eh! Sprinkled with love.
Being surrounded with family was nothing quite like it, laughing over old stories and simply enjoying each other's presence. But what made the moment even sweeter was when her cousin, which was my ninang, whose love language is acts of service, handed her a cup of coffee, the very thing she can't get enough of. As they sat together, it was the perfect excuse to slow down, catch up, and share everything that had been keeping them busy. A few moments later, she excused herself for a moment because she needed to meet her good friend at the MRT station. The last time they'd seen each other was just before the world changed, before masks, social distancing, and lockdown became a part of her everyday life. She hurried towards the station. The station was with the usual crowd, but her eyes scanned the place for a face that's familiar. And then, there she was. Lily stood waiting.
Hello, this is my friend.
And they hugged tightly. All the messages, video calls, and "we should meet soon" promises had led to this moment. And it felt surreal yet perfectly natural at the same time. The years apart hadn't dulled their connection. If anything, it made this reunion even delightful. Arm in arm, they decided to find a place to have their dinner spot to catch up properly. They took the train going to the place that she was always going to. Up being here in Lucky Plaza. So there would be an unlucky plaza as well, right? If you're an OFW living or have lived or planning to live in Singapore, this is home away from home. Lahat dito sa building na to, nagtatagalog. Shout out sa mga kababayan natin dyan! Mama, Papa, napadala mo na ba? Ang alin? Yung pera! Kailangan ko ng bagatas! This was the place where my mom and dad sent money to support me while I was still a toddler. Patience? Back then, they worked together here and left me with my Mima and auntie in Bicol. Well, in short, they left me with dad's side of the family. Though they never actually stepped inside this building, it held deep meanings for her. Now, years later, Mama just wanted to visit, to pause about those difficult yet precious times where every peso they sent carried their hopes for a better future. With me! They hopped on a bus heading to Bugis.
Don't call me that!
Alright, jeez, I'm sorry, Bugis. Are you happy now?
Yeah.
Bugis. I'm sorry, I can't take this seriously. She remembered where she got hopelessly lost here years ago because there was no app to save her, or that one uncle or auntie vendor who stole ice cream sandwiches in a rainbow folded bread. The streaks look kind of different now, but it still felt the same.
Nice.
While they were walking and looking for a place to have dinner, their bellies were getting hangrier, and they were growling, and they were practically staging a mutiny. This was from all of the times Mama had watched Oversimplified against her will. Shoutouts to him, he's a very good history YouTuber. He taught me a lot while also making me laugh.
He's to blame for all of this. Well, alright then.
It became more elevated when they caught the irresistible aroma of those classic hawker centers where the smell of sizzling woks and simmering broths hits you before you even step inside.
This place was shook.
They ended up here in Albert Food Center. It's a hawker center where food stalls were lined up. What is hawker center? Why are my voices cracking? A hawker center is a large open air or semi-covered food court found in places like Singapore, Malaysia, and Hong Kong. They should put this in Australia as well. It's filled with many small food stalls, each serving affordable, freshly cooked local dishes like chicken rice, noodles, satay, or laksa. I can totally see this working in Australia. One vendor would be selling fish and chips on one side, one is cooking salmon, and one is cooking kangaroo meat. Hawker centers are popular because they offer cheap, delicious meals in a casual setting. People from all walks of life eat here. Workers on lunch breaks, families, and even tourists looking for authentic flavors. The stalls are often run by skilled cooks, some passed down through generations, making these places an important part of local food culture. Let's get back to her and her friend. They weren't surprised to see most stalls were already closed. After all, it was well past 8 p.m. with many hawkers still packing up. But with a 23-hour layover to fill and she just has 19 hours remaining, they kept searching anyway, determined to find something truly special to eat. Though honestly, at that hour, any warm meal prepared by someone's hands would have felt like a gift. Yeah. What began as a hunt for the perfect meal became simply a quest for any meal still available. While they were browsing, Mama saw a comfort food that she used to eat. Banyanyang tofu. I think that's how it's pronounced. I think it is.